Going on, guys? Today, stick with me, and we're going to talk about home warranties.
You better get fired up.
All right, man. I had my Friday Wheaties. I'm having a wonderful day. I hope you are too. And today, we're going to talk about one of the most exciting things that really isn't talked about a lot in real estate, especially when you're looking at that first-time home buyer purchase, right? And that's home warranties. And I want to talk a little bit about what they are, what's a typical cost, how do I use them as a buyer's agent, how do I use them as a listing agent, who should be using, who maybe shouldn't be using them, and I'll give you my personal pros and cons, my opinion on the pros and cons. So first of all, home warranty typically is something that you can invest in when you close on a property as a buyer. You can invest in it as a seller, and it's something that you're passing on to the buyer, as part of your negotiation, or maybe your marketing. It can be something that, as a current homeowner, you have nothing to do with buying or selling. You're staying in place, but you just decide, hey, it's February and I feel like a home warranty, baby. And you can go get a home warranty, right? It's not a problem. So you get a home warranty anytime. And they typically cover just about anything in your home. I would say it probably covers 95% of the issues that you would possibly face. And there's going to be some sort of deductible with most or all of them, right? And you're going to pay, well, I'll give you an example with one, and I'll pull it up right here. Let's see if I can share my screen. Did that work? Not yet. Let's do entire screen. And okay, so here we go. So I'm going to flip over to this so you can see this is South Florida Home Warranty. This is who I usually recommend, but there's a lot of different companies you can use. And you can see that it's based on square footage on the left there. So, most homes here in Port St. Lucie are going to be 3,000 square feet or less. So whether you're going with the simple plan or the premier package, and I won't even get into the details of all that, you're looking at $470 on the low end and $749 on the high end. Now you can add pool coverage. You can see that on the bottom for $185. If you've got a septic system, you want that covered, you can add that for $45. If you've got a monster house, anything over 6,000 square feet, we start looking at a per square foot price. And then there you can see on the bottom is a reduction in fees by $20 for condos and townhouses, right? So it does cover a lot of different things if you want to see what it covers. And this is for this particular warranty. Every warranty is a little bit different, but for South Florida Home Warranty, and you know what? I'm gonna copy this URL right here, and I'll put it in the comments in a second. But you can go through this, and it's got 26 pages of everything that it covers. How much of it does it cover? What are the deductibles? What happens in this situation? What happens in that situation? This is all the legalese that you would possibly want as someone considering a home warranty, right? So let me come over in the comments, and I'm going to put that URL that'll show you. Come on now. There we go. That'll show you where to go for the coverage. And you know what? I'm going to give you this South Florida Home Warranty URL in the comments as well. Is it posting? There it is. So now you've got both there in the comments. So feel free to check those out. So that's kind of what a warranty is. That talks about the pricing of a warranty. I'll tell you one of the reasons I use that particular warranty company. In my opinion, a lot of the warranty companies are very similar if you shop them. The big difference, in my opinion, is the customer service you're going to get, right? Because you want someone, when you've hit a bump in the road, you want someone who's going to give you great customer service and take care of you quickly. In my opinion, that's been the company that's done the best with that. That's why I always recommend them. And the cool thing about them, I use DBJ Inspections a lot for my inspection company. And there are different inspectors, even locally here, other than DBJ, if you're using somebody else, who have a program like this. Some don't, though. So make sure you ask if this is something you want. And if you are, let's say you're a buyer and you're going to get an inspection done with DBJ Inspections, you can get an 18-month warranty for the price of a 12-month warranty, because the inspection company and the warranty company have a relationship. They're co-marketing each other. So they say, hey, I'm going to allow you, Mr. Inspector, to go out and promote 18 months of coverage for the 12-month price. And the inspector's probably going to pay some fee in the background to make that happen. And, the inspection or the warranty company's got to take a little less in profit, but they know that the inspector and guys like me are going to be promoting them. So that's how they're able to do that, right? To me, that's a no-brainer. If you're going with a warranty, you want to go with someone who you're going to get more juice out of the squeeze. So for me, that's another reason that I use this company. So absolutely ask, how much time am I going to get, and compare it apples to apples to someone else. You can even up it, right? So let's say you get an 18-month warranty for something like that, and you get to the end of the warranty and you're like, "Ooh, I want another year, 2 years, whatever it is." You can pay a couple $100 more and boom, they'll add an extension on for that, right? That's not a problem. So where do I typically see these used? I don't see them a lot, nor do I really promote it a lot for higher priced homes. And I won't put a number on it because that number is always changing. And it also can depend on different things and different reasons. But I'll say this, I'm looking from a marketability standpoint. If I'm a listing agent and I am trying to present it as a marketability tool for my listings, my thought is okay, or my question is, what are the odds that the buyer is going to be so tight on cash that if they come in and they see that we've got older appliances or we got an older AC or we got an older roof that are serviceable, that work, but it could scare away that buyer because of the age and the perception that it might not work in the near future. Is it worth it to get a warranty? And would that save the majority of deals that we would have? So on a $700,000 property, I could do that 100 times, and probably 100 times out of 100, that warranty will be an investment that will have zero return on investment. Because if you've got the money to pony up for a $700,000 home, you've probably got the money to get a new refrigerator or to fix your AC, right? All the time? No. I've seen people buy $700,000 homes and they are tight on cash, but it's pretty rare, right? What I see is when you're looking in that like 250 to 450 range, that's where a lot of people are tighter on cash. And you can see when the offers are coming in, how tight they are. I know as a buyer's agent how tight they are. So a lot of times if I bring buyers through and they got the home of their dreams, but oh my gosh, the AC is 17 years old. It looks good. It's running good. It passed inspection, but it's 17 years old. I'll say, listen, this is a risk you're going to take. There's other homes. Well, Joe, we want this home. Okay, well, if you can't afford the AC or it would severely hurt you, instead of spending 6, 7, 8 grand on an AC if it breaks, what you can do is we can invest, what was it, 470 to $750, and we can get you covered for 18 months because you're getting the inspection anyway. Now, if one of those things goes out, depending upon which product you purchase, there's either a $75 or a $99 deductible, and that's different with every company too. You pay that and they come fix your AC. You're good to go, right? 2 months later, your fridge goes out and it's a $2,000 fridge replacement or repair or whatever. You pay the $75 to $99 deductible and boom, they fix your fridge, right? You're good to go. If you get to the end of that 18-month period and you're good on money, you've saved a little bit up, awesome. Don't pay for another warranty. If you haven't, pay a couple $100 and get the extension, right? So sometimes that's the solution as a buyer who's fearful of something possibly going out, but it's currently working just fine. And that a lot of times will be the solution for me, marketability wise, as a listing agent, when I'm looking at a home in that first time home buyer price point that has something big, whether it's a roof, an AC, a water heater, appliances, whatever it is, that are working just fine, but they're old enough to create a little bit of fear, right? I'll say, hey, maybe we need a warranty. We can promote the fact that, yeah, we understand that these things are a little bit scary. We are not going to pay $7,000 for a new AC when the AC works just fine. We might get 3, 4, 5, 6 more years out of that AC, so it doesn't make any sense. But what we will do is provide you a warranty so that you know in the next 18 months, if it goes out, you're covered. So again, if you've got whatever you're comfortable with, but I'd tell you, 7, 8, 9, 10 grand in an account, which my gosh, if you're buying a 500,000 plus home, you should have, in my opinion, $10,000 in your bank account at least, because you're going to have issues that pop up and you don't want to depend on HELOCs and credit cards and other things like that. I think you should have cash for that. For you, self-insure, right? These companies are making money off you because they know over time, if you spend that money, they're going to make a certain percentage on top of that. So it's not a long-term winning bet. It's a losing bet. Just like any other insurance, they're all losing bets because they're making money. If they don't make money, they're going to go to business, right? The idea is that you can't afford it. So you're willing to be a part of their long-term bet that makes them this much, knowing that if the bet does go south, which for them, it will at a very reliable rate go south every once in a while, it's not a big deal to them. It is a big deal to you. If it is a big deal to you, you don't have that $5,000, $10,000 in savings, regardless of the price point you're at. then absolutely I would invest in a warranty or try to negotiate it with the seller. So guys, there you go. If you've got any questions, feel free to look at either one of those links that I left in the comments. You can reach out to myself as well, or DBJ is a phenomenal supporter of these guys. They can answer a lot of your questions or get you in touch with them too. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a phenomenal Friday and an even better weekend.